Hello, guys. Hello, my people. It's your girl Onana, and this is Onana Nation. So, if you're new on this channel, a very special welcome to you. Please go ahead and subscribe, honey, because you will definitely love it here. And shout outs to all our amazing subscribers. You guys are the ish. I appreciate you guys so much for all the love and support. My people, wahala. Wahala no dey finish oh. So today we have news reaching us from Cameroon, really sad news. Unfortunately, we're going to be talking about this well-renowned journalist. His name is Macaire Wafo, and he is a journalist for Canada International, a famous TV station in Cameroon. So Macaire Wafo is co-host to one big program, a very big program, a BB program in Cameroon. The program is called Emission Jambo. So Macaire is co-host on Emission Jambo with Chop Chop, President Chop Chop. So what happened to Macaire Wafo? So this guy is allegedly sick in the head, and he doesn't know that when it comes to relationships there are limits. There are people that are off limits. You cannot be going into a relationship with your family members, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your nephews, your nieces. Even if it's your cousins to the seventh generation, they are in no-go zone. They are off limits strictly. How much more your own daughter, your own child, your own seed? So that's the reason why this guy's name is on the hot table today. That's the reason why we're talking about him today. So before we talk about the crux of the matter, I have to give you guys a little backstory. So Macaire Wafo, when he was still in the university, started dating this young lady. I think she was in lower sixth, and he made her pregnant. So that relationship ended with the lady getting pregnant. And you know how families in Cameroon are. If you send your child to school to get education so she can have a better tomorrow, and she comes back home with pregnancy, you as a parent, you'll be disappointed. I mean, it's not just a Cameroonian thing. Every parent in the world, you will be disappointed, because that's a huge letdown. So when the young lady came back home with the pregnancy, the parents were really disappointed in her. They start investigating, like, who is the author of this pregnancy, who is responsible, who made you pregnant. That's when she gave the guy's name is Macaire Wafo, who made me pregnant. So the family was really mad. They cut the guy off from her life. They kept their daughter at home, protected her, took good care of her until the baby was born. So Macaire Wafo had a strange relationship with his baby mama. He was not even in the baby's life for a very long time. They did not introduce him to his daughter. So he just knew he made a girl pregnant somewhere. He doesn't even know what happened to that pregnancy, whether she kept it or the baby was born. So fast forward a few years down the line, he heard that he had a daughter. He started trying to contact this girl. Can I get in touch with my daughter? The girl was still so mad with the pain of yesteryears. When you're pregnant early, you have to stop your school. Your family will insult you. Your classmates will be laughing, like all that ridicule and all that, stigma. So the girl has dealt with a lot of pain in her young life when she gave birth to her daughter. So the guy reached out to her, tried to be like, can I talk to my daughter? Can I even see her? I know I have a baby. Can I even get to meet her? And the mommy was like, you know what, Macaire, you really put me so much in this life, so much ordeal. Give me time to heal. So the mommy took a few years to heal, and then she contacted the daddy like, okay, I'll set an appointment for you to come see your baby girl, for you to come see your daughter. And the baby girl at the time was 15. The mom introduced her to the dad. So he now coming to meet his young teenage daughter, and he's so happy, like, oh my God, I have a child. I have a big daughter. And she's so pretty. Can I get to know her more? Can you send her to my house for holidays? Can I get to talk to her more? Blah, blah, blah. So the mom was like, okay. The mom was a little receptive. After 15 years, you must have healed now. The pain in your heart and all the disappointment and all that stuff, you must have healed. So she like, okay, I guess we could work something out. I guess we could make something work. I could send her over to you for the holidays and stuff like that. So December last year now came, and the girl sent her daughter to her dad, like, go and spend Christmas with your daddy. I mean, of all things, that will make him happy, and it will give you a time to bond with your daddy. You grew up without him. I mean, it's only fair for you to go closer to him now. He's still alive. So the young lady left the town and came to be with her dad there in Douala. She spent Christmas with him, and then she went back home to her mom and her grandpas, and how that story goes. So that December don't end now. Uncle has seen his daughter. Instead of developing father-daughter love for his daughter, instead of developing agape love for his daughter, or taking care of his daughter like a dad should protect his daughter, he started feeling strange feelings towards his own daughter. Something that he should be in therapy for. I'm not saying that I'm judging him or whatever. If some strange feelings cross your mind, rush to the hospital or to a doctor, or you start finding a psychotherapist or a pastor. May they pray for you, because this is not normal. You can't have these feelings towards your own child. You need to start finding solutions immediately. Confide in somebody, like, what is happening to me? I'm losing my mind. All I can think of is my daughter, and this is not right. I need somebody to help me. Seek help. Seek help. There's people out there, professionals trained to help people in situations like this. What the uncle do? He kept nursing these feelings even after his daughter had gone back to her mother's place, and it manifested in the worst ways possible. And that's why his name is trending today on social media. Stay tuned. Let me give you guys the real gist now. So holiday has ended. The young lady went back home to her mom. Now the young lady is 17. When she went for holidays at her dad's, she was 16. So this is a new year, 2022. The young lady just turned 17, and she's at home. Her dad is calling once in a while to check on her. Like, they have a relationship now. They're no longer estranged. Daddy will call to check on her, send messages. They talk on WhatsApp all the time. Daddy sends audio messages and all that stuff. So daddy will send the daughter voicemails like, how was school today? How was everything? How are your friends? How are your classmates doing? The daughter will respond. And daddy started going a little deeper, started asking her, like, do you have a boyfriend? Have you ever seen a guy naked before? Have you ever seen a guy's pee before? And the daughter was like, weird, strange. Why would my daddy be asking me all these things? I mean, that's a little awkward moment for my dad to be asking me all these questions. And then she just continued talking to her dad. What will you do? That's your daddy. You never just abandon because he asked you a weird question. Maybe he's trying to get closer to you. Maybe he wants to know if you've been intimate with guys before. He's a man. Maybe he wants to advise you that guys don't love you at this age of 17. Focus on your studies. Maybe stay away from guys and all that stuff. So she continued, endearing that in all those discussions. She'll give him a response every time he asks such questions. She will shyly give a response. Daddy continues, have you ever seen a guy's pee? The girl will be like, daddy, why are you asking me all this? And the daddy will be like, so if I was to go naked in front of you right now, you go run? Can you imagine asking your own daughter that kind of question? If you see me naked in front of you now, you go run? And the young lady is like, why would you be saying such things to me? Like, this is weird. And then the father continued like, okay, even if you see my pee, like, will you want to touch it? Will you want to feel it? So the girl was like, Tata Coco Mongo. The conversation was a little strange, but the young girl continued answering, however innocently, saying that, why would I run? You're my daddy. If I see you naked, it doesn't do anything to me. I mean, you're my father. I will not be thinking anything in my head. I dress naked in front of my mommy every day. I'm 17, but mommy still takes care of me, does my laundry, wash my underpants and all that stuff. I dress naked in front of my mommy every day. Even my grandma is in the room sometimes when I dress, so I don't really mind. I have nothing in that regard. So the father continued pushing the conversation like, if I'm naked in front of you, will you feel anything? From are you going to shy away, are you going to run, to will you feel anything? Like, he just kept pushing the young girl, saying some kind of things to her, and the young girl was like, this is not right, this is not right. Now why would my father be saying all these things? You guys will imagine, sir, may they will never torment human being in mind. So for all women, they for deal well with some of our sisters, they again free for streets. I mean, there's ladies that's their profession. Knacking is their profession. 5,000 francs CFA a night, they will follow you to your house. 10,000 CFA, they will follow you to a hotel or wherever you want to carry them to. So knacking flop for us, so you know, see him. You went and look for your own seed. So uncle now continued giving all these derogatory messages to his daughter all the time. End for day, he was just plainly flirting with his own daughter. End for day, uncle took phone, pull his pants down, snap a bangala, erected bangala, snap and so send her for your own daughter. Like, if this is not the devil, tell me what this is. So he snapped his bangalana and sent to his daughter. As the pikin now received the message from phone, the thing passed the pikin. Say, why my papa go send me bangala? This is nonsense. Arrant nonsense. The child was really infuriated, but still she didn't say anything to her mom. You see why sometimes parents, we have to be close to our kids. We have to have this good relationship with them, that they know they can trust us. They can come with us with anything, even if it's their mom or their daddy or their uncle or auntie, anybody in the family trying to do things to them. They have to be able to come to us, to trust us. If this child had maybe a good relationship with mommy, should have ran to mommy like, mommy, come on, my eyes have seen my ears. What is daddy doing? I mean, the messages he's been sending to me for a while now have been weird. I don't know what's happening. But she didn't say that. So she kept the message in her phone, like her father's bangala is the most awkward thing a child wants to see. It's the last thing in the world you want to see your parents naked. I mean, it will stay in your mind for the rest of your life. So that happened. The man has cut the child's memory for life just by seeing his bangala. End for day. Uncle they set appointment with his own daughter. He's making the appointment with his daughter, like knocking appointment with his daughter, like, when are you coming to see me next? I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to hold you. That's what this guy, This MF said to his own daughter, I can't wait. So sending her pictures of his knacking day after day, making appointments with her. When are you coming to see me? I can't wait to see you and all that stuff. So he wanted to knack his daughter, and the child was like, you know what? This has gotten way out of hand. You know what? I think it's time for me to show my mommy. I think it's time for me to involve my mom. I mean, this has been blown out of proportion and I don't know how to handle this. My little 17-year-old brains doesn't know how to handle this. How do I get introduced to my dad just in the space of 1 year and he's already planning to do this to me? How does this happen? Is my dad normal in the head? I mean, my dad is sick in the head. So that's how the child went and called the mommy, like, mommy, come. Something is happening here that is more than my own 17-year-old brain to understand. Come and see what's happening. So that's how the mom came and saw the message in the child's phone. So the mom listened to all the audio messages the guy has been sending, read all the messages the dad has been sending, and she screenshotted all those messages and sent to her phone in case the child loses her phone and daddy wants to argue. The mom took a picture of the knacking and sent to her own phone too, and the mom recognized this knacking that knocked her 17 years ago. So she told the daughter, like, baby girl, this is crazy and we are going to get to the bottom of this. So the mommy picked her phone, immediately called that guy, like, are you crazy? What is wrong with you? Are you sick in the head? Of all the girls that are roaming the streets of Douala, Korea, you want your own daughter? So if I not be CD message and if my child was not weird, now so if you can't fall for your trap. So that's how the mom blew the thing out of proportion. The news went viral. The mom forwarded it to a few of her friends. They forwarded it to some WhatsApp groups. Before we know it, the story landed in the hands of bloggers and they're all over social media today. A decorated journalist for Canal Day International wants to knack his own daughter. Oh, the story is everywhere today. If this little girl would have gone to see her daddy who has sent her knacking videos and knacking pictures, who knows what would have gone down. And we know there's parents out there who do these things to their daughters in their sick, twisted way. I actually heard the story once of one grandpa in Africa who made all his 6 daughters pregnant. When they caught him and they were beating him, like, what happened to you, grandpa? What happened? He laughed and said, hey, 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 mango cookie soup, taste and face, carry and give other people. Can you imagine the sick, twisted analogy that people have out here? The ideas, the concepts. How do you think like this? How? So that's how they beat the pan until now. So your own story be end. So there's parents out there who do this to their children. Just 2 years ago, we're talking about the story that happened in my 16 boya in Cameroon, where one man impregnated his 2 daughters. And when they kept asking, who started picking their baby daddy day, he started saying that, now one boy make them 2 pregnant, one boy, then 2 be they follow the same boy. There not be no big sister, don't be no small sister, they follow the same boy. The boy go impregnate big sister, can impregnate small sister. Lies from the pit of hell. That story was finally debunked by neighbors, and they said they know this man has been knacking his children since they were 12 years old. It's even a miracle they're not pregnant now. They waited till they got to 16 before they were pregnant. So that had been knacking his own daughters, 2 of them. So you can see how people are twisted out there. People are sick in the head. So I don't know if you have that kind of situation like neighbors, if you see things going on and all of a sudden you're coming out to say, yeah, we've been hearing the children crying at night and stuff. We think that maybe their father was doing things to them. So you were hearing all those things for years and you do not say anything. You are assuming that it's not your business. I feel like we have a responsibility as mothers in the community, as brothers and sisters in the community. If you see a man touching his children in a weird way, alarm, blow the alarm, call police officers, because children are innocent. They don't know any better. Imagine a small 8-year-old girl, your uncle or your daddy start touching you. You don't even know any better. And that makes the child shy, makes the child afraid. The child goes to school, doesn't want to mix with the classmates. The child's whole childhood is taken away from the child because the child is now doing adult things and she doesn't know any better. And then she grows up with all that torment and scar in her head for the rest of her life. It's really unfortunate. So we as community, we need to do better for all these evil parents out here planning to do things to their daughters. So as for Macaire Wafo, his case has gone viral. They fired him from his TV show in Canal Day. They've made public release and they've made press release and said that he's no longer a part of that community. They fired him, and Macaire Wafo is out here trying to defend himself. Not be me send the knacking video to my daughter. Not me send the Bangala picture to my daughter. Somebody else had my phone. The person went into my gallery, took my pictures of my Bangala that I had sent to one of my exes, one of my other relationships, and the person forwarded that picture to my daughter. It wasn't me. Someone had my phone. Lies on the pit of hell. Who has your phone if it's not you? And in today's day and age, people have passwords on their phone. So who took your phone and of all pictures in your phone, selected a knacking picture, a picture of your Bangala and sent to your daughter? Who? Lies. So he's just trying to save face today because he has lost his job, lost credibility, and people are going to press charges. There are some lawyers who are contacting the mom asking her to press charges against her estranged baby daddy, Macaire Wafo, who was attempting to knack their daughter. It's really unfortunate. Sometimes these people enter cults. You see these big journalists, big ministers, big all these people, they enter cults that you have no idea what the requirements are, and they have to fulfill these requirements if they want to leave. And unfortunately, when you make a deal with the devil and he comes to collect, he collects even your soul. He collects even the last shred of dignity you had. So that's the reason why people should be running to God, work hard, and let your success come to you naturally that you can enjoy it. When you begin to hurry things, you begin to rush, you want to run faster than your shadow. You involve yourself in circles, in communities that you had no business joining in the first place. So go you small, small, low. A journey of 1,000 miles begin with a step. Just keep going gradually till God will elevate you to where He wants you to be. Don't associate yourself with evil people, and then they start giving you conditions that takes away like your brain. You have to accomplish these conditions. If not, they're going to silence you, and you are trying to leave, and now you're compromised. Your integrity, your dignity is compromised. So go slowly, go placidly amongst the noise, as the weather says, and let God be your guide in everything you do. Some acts are just a big no. I'm surprised as a dad he even agreed to go forward with this. So yeah, I'm happy the little girl was smart enough to tell her mom in time, and mommy blew the alarm. We need to identify these people in our community. People who have this kind of dispositions in our community, we need to identify them, because they'll go ahead to do it to other people's children, to other people's daughters, to other nieces and nephews in the family. So yeah, that's the gist going on today. Investigations have been opened. They are putting documents together, and they are going to press charges against this guy. So yeah, that's the end of today's gist. Cameroonians are calling for him to be prosecuted, just like they did the Martin Camus Meep case. You guys also know the other famous journalist who brought another 17-year-old Malika to his office and asked Malika to suck his bangala. So you know how these guys roll. There's a lot of directors, CEOs, and COOs and whatnot who call young girls to their office managers. They take advantage of the position they have in the firm, in the company, and then they want these young girls to do all kinds of things in them. Imagine a director of a company calling a young intern in his office and saying that, okay, I'm taking out my Kali song. I want you to put your tongue on my bangala. Isn't that just... Wow, it's crazy the direction in which the world is going. These are all married men with wives at home, with kids at home. No conscience, no respect whatsoever. So yeah, charges will be pressed and he will need to pay for his actions. Yeah, so on that note, that's the end of today's gist. I remain your girl Onana. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome, honey. Please go ahead and subscribe, because you would definitely love it here. And shout out to all our amazing subscribers you guys at the ish. I appreciate you guys so much. Just let me know what you think about the gist. Should a daddy be doing these things to his daughter? Should daddy be sending his bangala pictures to his daughter? Should daddy be having such conversations? Such, sir, they will not sleep on. Things you will never imagine. Let me know what you think about the video, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Donc, ils sont faits devant toi, tu n'auras pas peur.
Pardon?
Ils sont faits devant toi, tu n'auras pas peur.
Ça serait bizarre, mais j'aurais pas peur. Moi, je ne me laisse pas faire, en fait. Moi, j'ai pas peur. J'ai peur de personne, moi.
Tu n'auras pas peur. Ils sont faits devant toi.
Ça va, on va commencer comment que tu sens ça devant moi.
Parce que moi, je suis quelqu'un de relax. Moi, je me lave devant toi, j'ai pas de problème. Je suis relax, je me lave devant toi, j'ai pas de problème.
Ah bon? Qu'est-ce que je dis alors, ok.
Bien sûr, d'accord. Mon chat atteint l'âge où tu ne peux plus te laver avec ton père, n'est-ce pas?
Ben, bien sûr.
Pas possible. Les enfants d'aujourd'hui. Ah bon?
Bien sûr.
Si tu lèves ton père, qu'est-ce que tu vas faire? Tu fais peur de quoi?
Ah,
tu vas ton père, quoi?
ma mère, je lève avec ma mère, je m'habille devant ma mère, je fais prier devant ma mère, je fais devant mon père.
Avec que tu as des intentions dans ta tête, hein? Comment tu as peur de ça?
Moi, j'ai pas on s'allait dire donc que même en fuyant ma mère, j'ai des intentions avec ma mère. C'est ce que je veux pas.